Okay, so hopefully this is going well. It's been a minute, so I don't know if anything has changed on this good old OBS. But we shall see. It sounds like everything is good. Always got to check the audio. Yes, stream, we are back. You actually didn't miss anything. I just saw your first one. Like, we're just starting right now. You said you were having dinner. You will join shortly. It seems I have picked the right time to start. But we are continuing with our new character, Mulligan, after the failure that was my actions as Tav. And I did a bit of housekeeping off stream. It wasn't too much. I just collected a few things in the remains of the Nautiloid. And yeah, so now we're just gonna go get good old Shadowheart. Not Shadowheart, she's right there. Good old... Why can't I think of her name? What the hell? She's up here. Whatever her name is. Why am I blanking so hard?
Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad and twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
Lae'zel, jeez.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
Hello, Trent. You did, in fact, make it. What is my... They're both the same. Hopefully, Shadowheart can help out. We only need to roll a 5. We got it. More than enough.
He's right. No one's safe if that thing goes loose. Not even us.
Damaze?
Enough. Lower the trap. Ready your blade.
Oh, whoa, that's not what I meant to do.
You've but one chance. Join me or die.
Well, I guess we're attacking the tieflings. I totally messed up on that.
No!
You lying rat!
I thought I had persuasion. I guess I did deception for some reason. I watched the Wild Mount Wildlings. Well, this is just more experience. It's fine. Am I considered right next to that person? Yes, I am. Excellent. Shillelagh. Let's get rid of this guy. Oh. Hey, don't hurt Mulligan.
Let's finish this.
Should run over here and whack this one. You love Jessup and Sky? Yeah, I liked all of them. I thought they were all really fun. I mentioned it at the end of my recap, the reasons I really liked them. They just felt like weirdly relatable. I know it's funny to say that you relate to kids, but I'm not that old, right? So for me, it's not too far of a distant memory to recall some of the stuff that happened when I was their ages. So I very much related to a lot of them in different ways. Especially Jessup with the anxiety thing. Like, you know, I feel like most people, unfortunately, can identify with having some sort of level of anxiety. Where did this one go? Holy, she's running. Do I think the Wizard in Sky's story was Caleb? Absolutely. I mean, just the description alone of like a brownish red-haired wizard with like a scruffy beard, that's just Caleb. You're 33, but people can still relate, especially to Jesse. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's strange to say that you relate to them because it's a lot of them are very relatable, right? You've got a couple of kids who have, you know, varying. Oh, dang. Varying levels of like, I don't want to say anxiety, but
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me. You do not have the authority. Defer to your leader.
I'm out cold. I was trying to wake up. Jeez, Lizelle. Gotta give me the time to stand up, you know. Cool, now we know everyone's ages.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, my people possess...
Careful.
Yeah, we already heard all this.
She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
Alright, we'll journey together to the creche.
Full. You'll need to make room.
Meet me at camp.
Very well. The horned one, a creche.
We already saw this. I'm just gonna skim through that. Yeah, we need to make it back to the creche. The creche is what ruined everything.
That help.
Okay. So. Yeah, I think those characters are a lot of fun. I very much enjoyed them, obviously, like I've mentioned before, but I think the most fun aspect of those characters is that they, how do I put it? They don't shy away from their flaws. That's what I like. I like that these characters are very much like, they're built around the fact that they are flawed characters, which I'm a big fan of in that sort of ooh. He was spotted, but nothing happened. So that's good.
Have seen or heard.
It's just wilderness out here.
Okay. Now we're going to enter turn-based combat.
Still breathing.
These characters are going to sneak in as well.
What path lies before me?
Can't afford any mistakes.
Rather stand tall.
Padmud is his name.
Yes.
The goodest little boy. I just loved that he spent 30 minutes with the ritual cast. I thought that was great. Just something about that was so fun to me.
Pity you aren't as good at grave robbing.
Okay, so now let's see
Just
if
being
we can
careful.
do this.
Like my mum always said.
Should be good.
Fools rush in.
Let's see.
Sorry, boys, but you did.
Keeping my head down.
And you're next on the dead. Beautiful. That is how you start combat off. What do I want to be? A wolf. I think we'll just save it for now. We don't have to go yet.
To let up.
What now?
Can he take his chances and move in? There we go.
Let's move.
Oh, he got entangled. That's why he didn't have the full 30. Oh, he's back up there already? That's crazy. We'll just take the shot.
Got to focus.
Creator. Destroyer.
I don't need to use a spell. Okay. Her turn has ended. Honestly, might not even need to use that quite yet. But I don't really have any ranged spells either. I just dash.
Forward.
I'm ready.
Starion no longer tangled up. Shoot her! Shoot her! I've been watching some good old Jurassic Park recently.
My faith will protect me. On my way.
That movie's great still to this day, the first one. I feel like it's probably the only one that people unanimously agree that it's like the only like truly good one.
The dice roll in my
I
favor.
think a lot of people would argue that the other ones are all have really bad flaws to them. Although I enjoy every single movie, so I don't really care. There we go, that was a better choice. Oh, she's still in a bad spot. 55 or 60. Ah, crap.
I won't give in. These boots have seen everything.
Dang. Honestly, might as well dash again. See if I can just get to a good spot. Yeah, I like Jessup and Sky's magic mechanics, or how they're part in how they feel. Affects them. Anxiety, soul, sorcerer is a hilarious combination of words. And his card game is great. I love how Kai is quiet, but still a very broken kid with a bad past. Yeah, Kai is interesting to me. I know a lot of people would probably think he's very typical of a rogue, but I kind of like that it's in this kid, right? Which I think is awesome. I think it's interesting that he's a you know, delinquent character that is, you know, he shouldn't be that, right? A kid like that age shouldn't be the type of person to go around trying to steal documents from a very important location like the admin building. So I find it very fascinating that he is very much the character he is. Because in actuality, like, there shouldn't be kids who have been arrested multiple times. They exist, but it shouldn't happen, which I think is the interesting part about all of it. Oh, tomato. Where did that other guy go? I think he survived, right?
Should get some rest. I need to keep sharp.
Let me throw it. There it is. And the two mustaches plan was, so Opal, how do you flip the gator? It's the internet one I like. It's the only one I mean. Oh, it's the only one. You missed the last part? I mean, I was just talking about how I think it's interesting that a character like Kai exists in the way that he does. It shouldn't happen, but it does happen in reality. I just know that a lot of people are going to look at it and be like, that's a basic character. I'm like, no. It's interesting because it's the kid. That's what makes it interesting. The fact that he is the way he is. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, movies that have characters who are similar to it. But, I'm spacing right now. I mean, Breakfast Club, right? If you've seen The Breakfast Club, I forget his name, Bender? Is that what they call him? He's the delinquent one there. He's the most fascinating character in that group because he's just so much different from everyone else because he is that kind of a troublemaker. So I very much like that aspect of Kai's character. The Malcolm speech where he condemns the invader guy for not considering whether he should or even have done it in the first. Jeff Goldblum's character, best performance. Kids like Kai shouldn't exist, where they're delinquents and they get raised terribly and they get turned into, like, criminals. I don't think that should exist. It does, but it should. Like, it's unfortunate that it's the reality of the world that it happens, right? That people end up growing up seeing a bunch of bad stuff and they do bad stuff themselves. That's all I mean by that. Okay. Let's see. What can we do about the guys inside here? Come on, let me throw it. Yeah, exactly. It's a shame that it does happen when it very much should not happen. Did I pick up his key? Looks like I did. Okay. Probably don't have the highest charisma.
Why do you give a fuck? Everything all right out there?
Actually, let's check his +2, +2. We'll just go to that one, get some guidance. Nice.
You sound a bit shaken, boss. Hang on while I find the key.
Is that blood?
He's what's known as an idiot.
You're dead!
Actually, you're gonna be dead. Lele. Whack. Dang it.
Ready.
Whack. Dang it. Disadvantage because we're too close. What about... Did I have Shocking Grasp? I didn't grab Shocking Grasp because I'm silly. I went for the two that do the same thing. Well, we'll just whack him. We'll see what happens. Oh, of course he hits. Shoot her! I'm gonna be saying that for a while. Okay. So we've dealt with them, or him. I think for now, our best bet is to just go up to the grove. This fight can be a little sticky down here. And the grove has more allies on our side. I swear, this guy moves location every time. I feel like he was up there. Gale should get a potion. Actually, what's our resources like? I'm out.
Oh, I have the magic done.
Gale has 2. Shadowheart's full. And I don't think Astarion has anything. It's okay, so I don't have to worry about it too much. I think I am just going to heal Gale, and we're just going to go over to the Grove.
No time to rest.
So this time around, when we do stuff, I'm going to try to overthink it as much as possible. Just something tells me I should. Kai will definitely have a moment where he and Bo connect and he cries about what happened to him, and Bo will both share her backstory to him and tell him about the card game with Molly. Yeah, I definitely think there's a moment where we're going to see Kai have a, I don't want to say a breakdown, but a breakdown almost makes the most sense, where he sort of finally like lets it out, I guess. It would be very interesting. I still have trouble actually picking which one I think is my favorite out of the kids. I think it might be Sky, because there's something about the way that Eden Regal's playing her is so funny to me. Like, first of all, the voice is great, and then just the way that she's like super excited about a lot of things, and like how she's willing to like try to like boost other people up. You know, using your entire action to hug Padmud and get poisoned just to make him feel better is hilarious to me, and just such a cool character moment. But that's just me. I don't know about everyone else.
Open the bloody gate!
Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders!
That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
What's going on?
Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now!
You let goblins here? Where is the druid?
Please! There's no time!
By the 9 hells! Open the gates!
Jessup is fun too. All 4 of them are fun. They're very good characters. If I had to pick a character who's like made me laugh the most so far, it's Padma. You know, it's funny watching.
Form a line!
Damn.
Damnable roach! Provoke the blade! And suffer its sting.
And that'd be the last time he was ever cool. I'm kidding. But Padmud has definitely made me laugh the most. It's funny looking at Brennan as a DM compared to him as a player, and how he goes from Asmodeus, where he rips Xerxes to shreds, like both physically and mentally, and then now he's playing Padmud, right? There's just something so funny to me about that whole situation. How are you gonna hit that close? Oh, jeez. Listen, jerk. Now I can't do what I wanted to do. Do I have healing word? I'm out of spells. Okay, well. You're gonna have to face the wrath of the bear. No, that's the wrong. There we go. Provide some cover for him. Bang. Bang, bang. Same. I'm still expecting Brennan to be revealed to be playing the Lord of Lies. Just his avatar. Yeah, that'd be funny. I think it's set after Campaign 3 though, so we do still get the whole, like, I think he actually did mention what time it was. I can't wait for Padma's arc where he realizes he's not a loser. Yo, Sam having Veth call them losers at the beginning automatically set up their zero to hero arc so well, and I'm so excited for it. Just so happy to see that kind of stuff. I'm also very glad they didn't start at level 0. We had that in Divergence. We didn't need to see it again, in my opinion. I know a lot of people kind of liked the idea of them being level 0, but they the characters that they are were fantastic, in my opinion. So I'm excited for the future of these characters a lot. Ooh, who's the biggest threat here? Which one just threw Grease down? It's not really a concentration spell, is it? 35. We'll go with him. And of course.
By sickle and sword. Scouts! Get to the high ground! Raiders! Guards up back!
Blow the horns, Evlar. Come on. There we go. Yeah, unfortunately, he doesn't have much to do. 8 temporary hit points is pretty huge, though. But we're going to leave him up here for now. Did I move, like, super far down on the turn order for some reason? I thought I went way before this. Loved Luke trying his best to be, to help and be a good camp counselor. Yeah, I'm excited for it. Also, I'm very excited for this seemingly, like, testing mother relationship that Yasha and Bo are both having with these kids. It's very fun. I just think overall it's a fun time. Oof. Okay. Get clawed. Action surge, motherfucker. Okay. Let's see if Guiding Bolt can do something this time. We'll do it on this big guy. Huge. That was like half his health.
Have to keep going.
Nice. I was really hoping he was going to slip again. Yeah. Oh, she wasted the Guiding Bolt, man. Dang it.
Step quick.
Just gonna move into range a bit better. I'm waiting for Jessup to save the day and use her and Sky's song to calm herself so she can manage her anxiety. Loved how they nerfed Bo and Yasha because they would have killed them. Oh, for sure. Yeah, if they tried to take the see-through pine cone when they were level 20. Who knows, maybe he'll woo Beth and get out of the friend zone. I thought you meant Veth and it autocorrected, but no, Beth is a character. Which, believe me, when it comes comes time to record and there's 2 characters of very similar names, it gets difficult. It was just so funny to me. I was sitting there like, why, Sam? Why introduce a character named Beth? Claw. The claw.
What path lies before me?
What? I mean, I'll take it. He just healed us, but I feel like you could just turn around and kill the dude trying to kill you. Finally, that thing kills someone.
On my way.
I think it's funnier if he doesn't get out of the friend zone. I feel like that's like, I didn't get like a sense of age from the Beth character, but for some reason I just feel like she's much older than Luke, and it's more like he's having like a crush on an adult. That's just the vibe I got. Why? What's with all the potion throwing? 55 or 70. Let's go for the 70. Dang, that thing's still kicking.
I speak, they burn.
I want to see Sky finally magically helping without violence, like how she wants to. Yeah, I very much like that these characters, most of them are like, I don't want to be violent, which I think is great for a group of adventurers, because it's something that a lot of people have been saying recently. I've noticed in like D&D spaces and stuff like that, where most people just want to play like murder hobos and they'll go around killing whoever, whenever. But having a group of people who are like their last resort is violence is actually very interesting, especially for like character building. I'm very excited to see the future for these characters, if there is one. Maybe there won't be one, but I would love it if there was a follow-up on these characters in some form or fashion, like maybe like a book or a comic book series, maybe even just a follow-up mini-series. That would be fun. They seem to be doing a lot of mini-series stuff right now, so maybe that's their focus. Maybe they will do more of these characters later. Dang. I thought they seemed closer in age, like Luke being 14 to 15 and Beth being 18 to 20. That's still like significantly older for people of that age gap. Like, I get your point where they're definitely like they might be closer than it first appears.
That was the last of them. Inside, all of you. More may follow. Open the gate.
Eat shit.
Quite the fortifications for a wandering band of goblins to try and breach. What drove them?
We're gonna rest up a bit, so we might as well just.
I just wonder if the grubby little beasts had any friends, and if they're nearby.
Okay, none of them slept on the grease. That's good.
There are children here,
And it was hilarious seeing Padman only using ritual
for our
spells so
lives.
that he would have
You
to
led
do
them
a time
straight
limit.
to
Yeah, that was
us,
funny.
and you let them take the druid too. Unbelievable!
This is the druidic option. One fight just ended, and now you're picking another one. Relax, relax.
Tell that to the dead at the gate.
Shut it, Horns! I'd be lying dead next to the goblins if you'd stalled any longer.
My duty is to this camp.
Oh, God forbid you risk your precious tail. But I shouldn't be surprised. Full-bloods ain't known for courage.
You see the tiefling's jaw clench. He's about to erupt.
More violence won't bring back those you lost. Stop and think. I was gonna do the tiefling option, but oh, natural 20.
You're right. There's too much at stake.
Worried about your precious hides? The both of you.
Enough! Squabbling is pointless. The goblins have found us.
At least we agree on that.
Okay, before we do anything else, time to go save a tiefling.
I'm more worried about this parasite than a few goblins. We need a healer.
In a Pathfinder game I play on Saturdays, we tend to be murder hobo adjacent, but we came across a test saying if you seek peace, spurn violence, and we were led to believe the test was that. So when the next trial was combat, we had a full round of not attacking. The DM rewarded us. Oh, nice. That's interesting. Oi.
On the way.
Fuck off. But I can dash. I might just go up and stab the guy. Oh. It was a good idea.
Heading there.
Dang, we're not doing well.
One day I'll catch a break.
There we go.
One can't always be a gentleman.
Kai is giving... Oh, and Kai giving his familiar knife. Yeah, Archibald was hilarious. I didn't focus too much on Archibald in the recap, but he's definitely like a sleeper character in my opinion, where he's going to be a ton of fun. The craziest part was Kai throwing him through a window. That was fucked up and hilarious all at the same time. Oh my god. What's with these guys beating up poor Astarion? What did he do to them? That didn't fight them. Shillelagh! Damn it.
Mistra Rill.
I have a horror musical JRPG that lives in my head, and the hero of that never fights if she doesn't have to, and the player can choose to end battles peacefully like Undertale. He's Pate's parallel in the best way. Oh yes, yes he is. That's a great way to put it for Archibald. Oh my god, Astarion, what the hell, man?
Get up, you're needed.
Just take a couple more hits for us.
No choice but to keep going.
Dang it.
The lance board is set.
What is happening here? You dick. Okay, finally some damage done. Crikey.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square.
Coin, mistress, you lost me.
You almost seem honest. Care to explain why you reek of the hells?
A mind flayer abducted me and the ship went straight to Avernus. Situational, but we like guidance. There we go. One shot, Archibald and Pate adventures confirmed.
Well, that's quite the story. And I thought I was doomed. Now I feel sorry for you. Here. Take this. It's worth a fortune. But a fortune's not worth much if you're dead. Consider it payment for saving my life.
What exactly is this coin?
It's a soul wrapped up in a terrible iron package. Don't ask whose, because I don't know. I hope it brings you better luck than it has me.
I was born as a shell for the devil. By the way, the Pate Archibald thing, that could be fun. But they did the sprinkle mini game there. I forget what it was called. So I would love it if they met up with, if the two of them, Pate and Archibald, met up with Sprinkle. Oh, and Frumpkin. Oh, to have the return of Frumpkin, that'd be awesome. Just gonna rest up for starting up. Oh my god, why is there so much in here?
The squirrel lunges at your foot and bites it.
Calm down, I'm a friend.
You barged in without an invitation. I wouldn't call that friendly. See, you're in my territory, and I want you gone.
Alright, you in. I'm leaving.
Better not catch you round here again.
Oh, I'm walking through your land. It's a sequel. Yeah, that'd be funny to have a sequel for that. It would be a lot of fun.
Forgive that display. Aradin's a blowhard, but that's no cause for me to join him. Thank you for your help out there. I'm Zevlor.
Every once in a while, I forget our character's name is Mulligan.
Well met. I should warn you, visitors are no longer welcome in this grove. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve.
Outsiders, perhaps, but not me. Why are they forcing you out?
There have been several attacks by different monsters. The druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters.
I need a healer.
Goblin got you. The druid Halsin's a renowned healer, but he didn't make it back from Aradin's expedition. If it's not too serious, you could try his apprentice Nettie. She's with the other druids in the inner grove. They've withdrawn there to prepare this damn ritual of theirs.
Alright, we're gonna go check it out. This ritual, is there no way to convince the druids to stop it?
I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't even see me. You, though? I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else.
I'll see what I can do.
We're messengers now.
We'd owe you a great debt. If we're forced to leave now, we won't make it to the city. You'll find the druids at the heart of the grove. Please, make them see sense before more lives are lost.
I just read that comment. So can you imagine if that's how Fern heists Caleb with her friends played from the Ligament Manor, and Frumpkin, Pate, Archibald, and Sprinkle being played by everyone else, and Ashton is also there. I just love that Ashton just is there. This is just so funny to me. Just the idea that there's a bunch of cute little woodland creatures and then just Ashton. I would like to see a Fern one-shot. There's a million Fern one-shots that could happen, man. She's the best.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? I lower my prices for fellow druids, but you'll need to be quick. The ritual will be complete before too long.
The prices are lower just because I'm a druid? Hell yeah. spell feat is not useful. What's this wearing? Ring, the fling ring. Yeah, I don't think there's ever been a character in Critical Role, at least to my memory, who has been able to set up so many like different one-shot ideas than Fern. Like Fern just has so many just by the nature of like who she is as a character. It's actually quite funny. See benefits to lots of choices. By the way, Folk Hero helped with that too. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, this game has infinite possibilities. I swear, it's such a expansive game. All right, we'll sell these as well. I've never used them. I think we're just gonna leave everything here for now. It's expensive. What are you buying? What are you selling?
Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin!
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blades and spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay. These people aren't fighters. We can help.
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
Have you forgotten, Elturel? We should stand by our people. No one else will.
This isn't Elturel, and I'm not responsible for every damn tiefling in the world!
Just be responsible for yourself then. We have to stay. It's the right thing to do.
Zerg. Fine. We'll stay. If we survive, it'll make for a good story, I suppose.
Thank you, Roland.
He's such a douche. Roland.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. Forget the system.
I am not grumpy.
Grog did set up a single one shot. Technically the search for Bob sprang from it as well, but Fern has like so much to do with the Unseelie, the Hells, stealing from Caleb, like stealing the other egg, right? Like she has a ton of stuff that's just lined up for her to be a story. Like Fern has been insane with how many like stories she was able to set up. A more careful approach consideration for your new build will do wonders to help avoid being massacred again. Yeah. Oh, Logan Jones, hello. First time viewer. BG3 has got some hooks on me lately. But do you use any of those mod packs for your playthroughs? No, we don't. I looked at them today actually because I thought it would be interesting to take a look and see if anything would be fun, but I'm personally more of a vanilla type of guy. If we had finished, because this is part 13, we're at the beginning of the game again. If we had finished a playthrough and we decided to do another one, I would have added some mods, but that didn't happen.
Look who's here.
I've never used a single mod pack. Your contract doesn't know. Yeah, like I feel like Fern set up a million potential one shots.
Go on.
Just which is crazy.
Give me a best shot.
Grog had the one.
Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you.
Nothing against them.
You can
just
do this.
Never had an interest is all. Yeah, I've never really felt the need to use mods. There are some games where I feel like mods do help out a lot, but there's just so much in this game already.
You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned.
Well met. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the Blade of Frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
The only one that I've used is a Artificer pack because that is my favorite class in D&D, but Druid looks insanely fun. Yeah, that's why we're trying it out right now. She's definitely the best character that Ashley's made, in your humble opinion. Listen, Yasha is still #1 for me as far as Ashley characters go. I once thought Fern would surpass her, but I don't think she did by the end. Now that is a mod that I'd be interested in using because I do love playing Artificers. Yeah, it's weird that like they're not in this game. And then the weirder part is for 2024, Artificer just isn't in the book, which is crazy. Yes, we both carry parasites.
Doomed to shed our skin and become a lithid, or so the stories go. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Hunting the hell's dangerous territory.
I'm no stranger to the infernal. Better to slay a devil before her fires burn common folk to ash. Her name is Karlach, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill.
I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her.
She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
Let's join forces. I'll help you cast this devil back into the hells.
Sorry, but there's no room for me.
That's fine, you'll take a Starion spot.
If I must. But do try to keep them safe. They're a little useless without me.
I like how you think.
The famous Blade of Frontiers in the flesh. Clever, this hero act you've got going.
Hero, Blade. Name strangers gave me. My friends call me Will.
Excellent. If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
Wow, that's an interesting interaction. I don't think I have ever seen.
Defender of the people.
Her chaotic nature, but with the one best friend that keeps her good. One of the best dynamics in the show. Oh, Fern and Orym is easily one of the best dynamics, without a doubt. Doesn't have Hex. What a fool. Agonizing Blast is the way to go. Agonizing Blast and Repelling Blast are what I think we're going to roll with him for now. Out. Armor of Agathis in Hellish Rebuke for that reaction. Just in case he's... What class is he? The Fiend.
Any questions, children?
I believe he has the Pact of the Blade.
Ah, you're addressing me, a humble ox. How quaint.
Arcana, there's something strange about this ox. Come on! Damn it. We'll try again. There we go.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
There's more to you than meets the eye. Care to explain?
You are incapable.
Come on, old chap. I'm a devil for gossip. Come on. Oh, wait, I got it no matter what. Math.
I'll tell you this much. I'm going to Baldur's Gate, with or without the rest of these poor sods. Now, that's all I have to say besides, and I really mean this, moo. Tick-tock.
Funny. Another one. What are you under there then? Ant? Or rocks?
What are you talking about?
The keepers of this place. They change their form to fit their need. They become birds to hunt on the wing. Bears to tear flesh with teeth. But for me, only oxen, only same old hay. And I cannot even eat it, because the horned ones hide their shiny bits inside.
Shiny bits, the tieflings put something in your hay.
Hiding things. Thinking they're clever. Not clever. Sometimes I eat the shiny bits, and they have to go looking for them on the other end.
What? What? Oh. It's just money. That's mildly depressing. I feel like I've never seen that. Okay, I gotta catch up on chat here for a second. They're coming out with a new version of Artificer, but why did I lose that text? Not with the player's handbook or the DM's guide. They're also making an update of Eberron, so that's probably why they didn't put it in the player's handbook. I saw that. Do you want to use it for our game? I usually make Will a Paladin rather than Warlock, but that's because I like smites. When we get the level 20 game of C3, what will make you cry the most? It would be pretty cool. I would try the Cartographer subclass. He knows you a druid. Interesting. I can manage that. Trent, would you? Oh, okay. I mean, I would change him to a warlock, but I always plan on getting Minthara, who's also a warlock. Or sorry, who's also a paladin. So it would just be a mildly redundant thing to do. Just mildly, like, not that it's a bad thing. Alright, we need Lae'zel.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
Let me see your wares, man. A +1 rapier. Can Will use that? He can. How much is it though? It's expensive. I know one of these NPCs has a... Oh, she's gonna give me food.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can.
Yeah. Give me the bowl.
It ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me.
Thanks for the gruel.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh. There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal.
My cheeks are red. What are you talking about?
Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
Let her fuss over you. So I want to trade first. Corellin's Grace. You gain +1 unarmed attack rolls and damage. Unhampered resistance while the wielder is not wearing armor. You receive +2 to saving throws. It's not bad. I think we're good for now. Just let her fuss over us.
You take a sup at that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie.
What exactly is
Oh,
this?
'tis just a healing potion, nothing fancy. Here. You just look like you might need a pick-me-up. I'm sorry to go on about it, but are you all right? You're looking awful peaky.
I'm fine. Just bone worry after a difficult day.
Oh, stop! Even on a good day, half the camp acts like a bunch of screaming brats. I'm tempted to smack them all on the backside and tell them to kiss and make up. Not that they'd listen to little old me. Anyway, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale.
Okay. In my playthroughs, I've never gotten Minthara to join us, so I don't know. So I didn't know she was a paladin. Yes, she's optional. What do you have to do to make her join you? You have to knock her out when you fight her, and then in Act 2, she'll be in the tower, and you have to go to Moonrise Tower a little early to make sure that like nothing happens to her. And you basically have to like break her out because she gets like thrown in prison for failing. So you have to break her out of the prison area. All right, Mathis.
Hold out your hand, mister. Let me show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky.
All right.
Call it. Heads or tails?
Tails. For we all have them.
Tails it is! See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap, too. Interested?
No thanks, can I see your other
You got
wares?
it. One sec. That's what I got.
The little rascal stole from me. Swamp green dye. Muddy red dye. Listen, kid. That was gross. Here, enjoy an agate. We just need some food. Take one of these. Never mind, they're expensive. That's good enough.
You bought. You
Whoa.
suddenly feel something moving against your back and turn.
Insight check. Guidance. Natural 20. Beautiful. I've always just killed her when I came across her. Yeah, I
Notice
imagine
she's
most people do.
trembling. The tears streaming down her cheeks are indeed real.
Relax, I won't get angry. You didn't even manage to get anything from me.
I can't do this anymore, Mattis. I'm sorry.
Please, blast through. It is. Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment.
No.
Now get back!
We did not die before we got to her. We got her.
Rashem, or I'll rip
Hang
your
on,
damn
wait a minute.
throat out!
No. We fought her and we actually knocked her out. I believe. I might have to go back and check, but I'm 90% sure we knocked her out.
Come, Magrin. Give him a chance. You, step back. Go join the other tieflings.
I'm a druid first, tiefling second. Allow me to enter and pay my respects.
Druid or not, you're still an outsider to this place. Entry is forbidden.
A moment.
Giona.
What? Oh, I understand. You! Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
We did reach her initially. It wasn't until Act 2 is where you save her from the tower.
I wish I could understand you. Just a moment. This man is recording my story. I am far from home.
As the colourful man starts scribbling, the bear sneaks a quick look at the page. His brow furrows. Incomprehensible squiggles surround a crude sketch. A bear disemboweling a clutch of tieflings.
Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
All right.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Give an exact description.
Goblins were of a rare, jam-colored hue and wielded magic blowguns. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
I think there's been a misunderstanding. What do you want exactly?
The truth, my friend. Not a jot more or less. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates?
Yes, they called out the name like a war cry.
They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiat in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal!
Goblin superstition not worth the ink of parchment. We're just gonna hold
Never
the
you
tongue.
mind. I'm on my way to their camp as we speak. I always knew my studies in Gukliak would come to some use.
Be careful, goblins aren't known for mercy.
Oh, never you mind. Who needs mercy when you've a quick tongue, hmm? And an invisibility potion stashed in your back pocket.
Until we meet again.
Is he racist? No, he's just a bard. He's
Pardon me, I
trying
must
to like
protect the traveler.
embellish
Good day,
on a
my
few
friend.
things. Dang, that's a nice ring. He may have died before he reached where you could recruit her, but made it past where you meet her for the first time. Yeah, that's exactly it. You've nailed it. The experience that we've had. Hello, bear.
He didn't come back, did he? His smell is gone. He's gone.
Who are you looking
Master,
for?
he left with the weaponed two legs. He said he'd be back. But I can smell them, the weaponed ones, and I cannot smell him. He's not coming back.
Don't worry, he'll be back.
No, the woods have gone dark. There's too many predators lately, even for Master.
I played a bit yesterday and found one of the rings of the pair, one of the pairs of rings, but haven't found the second. Steal his potion for the love of God, trust me. What potion? Whose potion? Talking about the one from Volo?
Would that we could speak freely.
Pardon me, I must prepare to travel. Good day, my friend.
He only has speak with animals and healing potion. Poor kid got taken by the harpies, I think. He's over there. We can go save him still, but we're kind of low level. Be a big mistake to try right now. Invisible. Oh, I don't think that's in his inventory. We can't let Volo die. Volo's great. He writes books about monsters on my shelf. Could you move just a little bit? I need to use the elevator.
Okay.
Cool. So now we have the access to the elevator. It's always nice.
Shh, I'm concentrating. Does this look good? Is the coin in the middle?
Slightly off. Push it to the right.
Yes. Yes, you're right. That's it.
There you go. Good job. Okay, let's go talk to some more important individuals. Oh, we've leveled up. I didn't even notice. I want him to die, Zodiac. You know, that just sounds rude. We have level 2 spells, finally. Get rid of that. Spike growth. Very shortly, we will be able to use one of the greatest methods of killing people. And that is what is known as the cheese grater method. But that'll be in a bit, so. I wanted the stuff in his nest and picked the fight with the druids just for taking it. Yeah, hey man, they protect their birds. They protect them as good protectors do. Spiritual weapon. I think it's the only one I'm going to take for now. He has so many options, man. I saw somebody with a scroll of shatter, so I might not grab it. Knock is important for now. And we're going to grab shatter. Actually, no, there is 100% someone with a scroll for shatter. So we'll grab Scorching Ray. Get rid of sleep. For now, we'll get rid of Witch Bolt, and we'll just throw those two on. We'll kill for 2 GP and key. Yeah, that's quite the risk. Define the cheese grater method. Is it similar to barrelmancy? No. So, barrelmancy is when we take barrels and line up like a bunch of them and then sucker people towards the barrels. Lay down a spike growth trap, grapple someone, then drag them through while you're on. No. So you're correct on the spike growth thing, but you see we have Will. So Will has Eldritch Blast, and he can get invocations that allows him to push people and pull people. And if you put a spike growth on top of that, and then you push someone further into it on the first Eldritch Blast, the second Eldritch Blast, you can pull them back in. So you can push and pull and cheese grater them. That is the cheese grater method. And it is glorious. I kind of want to just give him Misty Step, but Shatter is also just a really good spell. I'd rather maneuver him around. Pact of the Chain, where he gets a really good familiar. Or if they get out, Thunderwave them back in. Exactly. Just like Thunderwave is just such a good spell. I kind of want to make him Pact of the Chain. Because Pact of the Blade isn't really going to be all that useful for him if we're just going to use him for his Eldritch Blast. Grant you Grimoire, Vicious Mockery, Thorn Whip, and Guidance. I kind of want the special familiar. Misty Step is huge, but there are items that give you Misty Step. Good point. I kind of want Shatter then. Just to have that extra bit of AoE damage because it's important. And then I'm going to rock with Pact of the Chain. We can always change these too if we need to. We can just go back in with good old I can't think of his name. Withers.
I'm sorry. Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil, and I will cast out the rest. The Tree Father's words, spoken with a devil's forked tongue. Perhaps you don't know that Sylvanas spoke further. The parasite must be removed for new seed to grow. Yet behold, the parasite lives. She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains
Dennis
here
the Menace.
until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
Don't druids cherish harmony? Jailing the girl disrupts the nature's balance. Persuasion's not gonna go for it. I kind of want to roll with nature. What's my nature stat? It's not giving it to me because it's so long. Oh wait, part 2. -1. Persuasion's better. Release her. I'll see that she stays out of trouble. The seed nobly sows renders the sweetest fruits. Be noble, set her free. Here we go. Phew.
The words of the Tree Father, spoken plain. It is as you say. Sifisif, Tila, to me. Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
When the druids attacked me for 2 gold and a key, I said screw it and took the idol. Jesus. Interesting. Okay, we got some talking to do.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with.
How badly does it hurt?
Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
Alright. We'll leave it alone for now. Gale.
That woman has more venom in her heart than a snake in its fangs. But at least the child is safe. What is youth if not a time to be forgiven for one's transgressions?
Putting on a child on display like that is monstrous. I'm glad we intervened.
Couldn't agree more. The girl wasn't innocent, but that doesn't mean she was guilty.
Dropping the facts.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster?
Monster?
Too kind. A demon, more like.
You're protecting your own. Sometimes cruelty is required.
First, you urge grace. Then you speak truth. To think a devil could surprise me twice over.
Oh my god.
A shame the grace period ends. The Viper's fangs have been bared. She must guard her brood. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanus, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
That's 2 times that she's mentioned my race. Zevlor believes his people will perish on the road. Cast out the guiltless, you shame your order.
A disease of the flower must not reach the root. Pluck the petals, sever the branch if you must, but cut out the rot before it infects the whole of the wood. Teachings of the Tree Father. Do you agree?
I know the Tree Father's teachings as well as you. I hardly know every line of doctrine. Words you have twisted to justify your cruelty.
Words I heed to the letter, to keep my brood safe. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
Then it seems I'd best speak to Zevlor.
You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
But when my group was at level 8 or 9 by this point, so it wasn't much of a fight. It was a slaughter. 1 hit kills usually, left the bear druid sleeping, so when they wake up, they're not going to be happy. Damn, that is surprisingly dark.
You see a sharp intelligence behind its eyes. Is it a familiar or another druid enjoying their wild shape?
Interesting.
Just out of view.
Dang it.
I wonder what's past this.
Okay. We got that. It's everything we needed.
What do we have here?
So we've got ourselves a nice book. Shadow Druid's Doctrine. Yeah, shocking. And we are to meet her. This time we're actually going to do that, because I forgot it. Oh, right. You wanted me to summon Dennis. As you put it.
Where am I needed?
Let us summon Dennis the Menace. Find familiar. You can have a Quasit or an imp. Let's bring out the imp. That seems like more fun. There we go.
No one stopped me.
I don't think he can talk to you that much like Shovel could, but we will get Shovel as well, so that's not a big deal.
Another stranger come to vex me. What will you do? Hunt me? Grab my tail? Shout until my head hurts?
Relax, no one is going to hear you.
Stupid or a liar. Neither is needed here. Go!
Damn. That's a mean wolf. I'd agree it was cold-blooded, but being a rogue and thief, it gave me an inspiration stealing the idol. That's crazy. Ah, the revenge of petty theft.
I know. We're nearly done. I see you. Just give me a moment.
This medicatrix.
There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed?
We need healing, and it looks like we came to the right person. But first, trade. You don't got much, so never mind. Here, I'll sell you back the thing I just stole. Healing.
I do what I can. For most folks, that's enough. Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe.
What happened to us? The little brain guy. I think he's okay. If I remember correctly, he survived. No good way of putting this. I have a tadpole in my head.
A tadpole? A mind flayer tadpole?
You know of them? Can you help me?
I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way.
Jack be lightning, Jack be quick. Jack jump over the candlestick. Yeah, I think he might not be out. I forget where he ends up.
This one had the
but
same problem
I think he
as you.
survived.
Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
The drow and I have the same kind of parasite.
Seems so. Gave Master Halsin a right start.
I want their outfits. They're cool. Leaves and stuff. I think mine has leaves too, but I just like theirs.
It's why he joined the adventurers on their expedition. To find out what was happening. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
I'd like to stay, if it's all the same.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
Oh, my man, live streaming. I've been live streaming for a little while. How long has it been, Dream? I feel like you've been around since the beginning of these live streams. I'll take any help that I can get.
Of course. Now, tell me what's been happening. Any symptoms? Strange events?
An intellect devourer spoke to me as if I was on its own. I fell from a ship in the sky, but something caught me. It saved my life. I can merge mine with anyone else that's infected. I like that one.
Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening.
No, Dream, not like today. I mean, like, how long has this been going? I think we've done 12 episodes. What is that? This is stream number 13, but there's been a couple of weeks in between some of them. So I would say, like, what, 4 months we've been going? Hang on.
A mind flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
Yeah, it's been about 3 months, but there's been time in between, so it's been closer to 4.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal.
What do you think of how likely it is that we'll get an Exandria RPG announced this year? I thought it was supposed to come way sooner. Like, I thought it was actually supposed to happen already. Like I was prepping a potential video for it because there was a ton of rumors going around that it was happening sooner than later. So I assumed it was happening like very shortly, but it hasn't happened yet, and that was a couple weeks ago. I know you're doing it while C3 is having its second to last episode before the wildfires and that one shot for it. At least an announcement, I think. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get it this year. Like, because making a video game is a big task. Unless it's some sort of mobile game, in which case I won't want it. But if it's going to be something like Baldur's Gate, it's going to be a couple years down the line. But if it's going to be something different, something a bit more... You guys ever play the Neverwinter MMO? It could be something like that set in Exandria, which would be really cool too. But I'm not too sure. Just tell me if there's a cure or not.
What you don't understand. And as much as I know about mind flayers, I can't make heads nor tails of this. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow.
If I had a choice as to what the game would be like, I would like it to be like this. But if they make it and it's like Skyrim, I won't be upset by it, you know? So you think it's only a matter of time?
Could be. But there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne. And I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers. Joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back.
What do you want me to do?
The thing is, I've sent birds to find him. But the place is rotten with goblins. None of us can even get close. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound?
Alright, I'll find Halsin.
Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
Oh, I'll remember the vial. That vial is getting dipped right into a bit of grog, killing a bunch of goblins. Trent, we were just talking about the potential of the Critical Role video game that should be announced soon if the rumors are to be true. And we were just talking about like what exactly that entails. So I'm hopeful that it's good, obviously. I feel like everyone is hopeful that it's good. It's gonna take a few seconds and grab a bunch of books that we can sell. But very, very hopeful. I would like it to be like this game, but if it's something different, that'd be cool too. I would like it to be set after C3 and the campaign of the written by Matt. Yeah, I think there's a very good chance that it's set in Vox Machina era. It might, or like after Vox Machina era, because they're gonna try to like capitalize on like the most popular time frame, I think. Which could mean it could be during campaign 1, campaign 2. Honestly, it might even follow the stories of those campaigns, if we're being realistic. Like, I could very well see it being you play as Vox Machina, or you play as the Mighty Nine, which would be cool and would be really fun. But I could also see it just being a, there's a, I forget the name of the game, but there's a Lord of the Rings game, I think it's called The War for the North, where you effectively get to like make a group of adventurers and they have to go deal with stuff that's happening north of where Lord of the Rings stuff is happening. I could see a game like that where it's set in like Exandria somewhere, and it would be like that, where you're doing something like that. Yeah, I hope it's something similar to BG3. Yeah, man, I totally agree. I agree. Taldore has tons of undefined areas, so I totally see a game set there. But you could play a god post C3 Zodiac. That's true. Speak with Dead on Drow. Oh, that's a good point. Do we have that? Does anybody have Speak with Dead? I mean, I think Shadowheart can have it, right?
Let's get on with it.
Sorry. Spellbook. Prepared spells. I think it's a 3rd level spell and we don't have it yet. But I will keep that in mind. I feel like that'll be a good thing to come grab eventually. Pendant from Withers. Well, then I guess I know where we're going. We're going to Withers. That was the next place we were going to anyway, so probably just good to do that as is. Talk to Raph.
You did
first,
well
though.
to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented.
And we could finally explore Exandria like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Dies happily. That is a big-ass game that you're asking for. That is a big-ass game.
Well seen. Well spotted. We've let a snake replace our leader.
Kaga seems happy to rule the roost. Who's the real leader?
Master Halsin. Perhaps goblin called, perhaps dead. He'd set Mistress Korga back in line. Hold her to task, stop this damned ritual. More will die if the rite is finished. So many more, sent into a world gone mad.
If no one's looking for Halsin, I could do it.
Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home.
No need to fret, I'll find him.
Sylvanus' blessing upon you, and my gratitude as well. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else.
How's the game on controller? Always played it on a keyboard and mouse. I honestly prefer the HUD like this, because the HUD for the PC was so like overbearing. Like that's why I hate most like MMOs and stuff, because the HUDs are insane. But I think you get used to it pretty easily with the wheels and stuff, and these are very customizable. I could move them around however I want to, and normally at some point when I start getting too many spells, I'll end up doing that, where I'll get like a wheel for each level of spell and action type and stuff like that. It's actually very, very nice. And because you can't like go super far away just in the game in general, like that's max range, I can't move beyond this, it's just nice to have the controller to just instantly click and be where you're supposed to be. But that's just some of the small things.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
At least have the story take us through Aor, the Shattered Teeth, and Isilra. Bonus points if it's set parallel to Campaign 3. You're in a crowd at the summit during the episode. Yeah, the ending of the game being the end of that age of Exandria would be fun. Hope we'll meet again under better circumstances.
Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
Excellent. I can't help but laugh every time I read Mulligan just pop up on the screen. It's just so funny to me. Okay, so we have a few things that we can do. I feel like we can kill a group of goblins right now. The final boss of the game being the Malleus Key. With the Darrington Brigade, that sounds awesome. A game in which you are a member of the Slayer's Take and hunt the monsters that could be a good game. That's true. The Slayer's Take just provides so many like interesting potential for stuff like that.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Oh, like hell I won't.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with.
Step between the crossbow and the goblin.
Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You're gonna kill him too?
You, move!
Detect thoughts. Is that just a spell I have, or like why do I have that available to me? Maybe it's a potion. This won't avenge cannon. It won't change anything. No, shoot me. Should be easy, right? I'll go with that one. No guidance. Here we go. Damn.
Who cares? You fought for us, so I'll give you one last chance.
Move!
Oh, detect thoughts is mind flayer stuff. Interesting. We'll use it. 12 minus 1. Okay, we'll see what happens. Crit. Crit for the mind flayer stuff.
Callum would hate me for this, but he's not here. They took him from me.
What would Cannon think of you now?
Don't you dare! Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
If she dies, she'll take everything she knows to the grave.
If you believe anything the beast tells you, you're an idiot.
She's all yours.
Alright, we'll talk to her later. Oh, Will. Hello, Will. Not Will, that's Gale.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important.
Rather important, no less. Alright, go ahead.
We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you diffused the tension between Zevlor and Aradin. The way you stood in front of a crossbow to prevent a murder. The way you got Korga to release the girl. In short, I've grown to trust you.
That's gratifying to hear.
The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul. Except for my cat. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
Nature provides the cures to most ailments. Tell me your symptoms and I might prepare a potion.
Thank you for the offer. But the treatment for my condition is very specific. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
Worst week of our lives, and Gale wants to unload trauma. That's funny. Over Sambuca. I forgot to read that part. That's funny too. What happens if you don't consume these
I'll
artifacts?
spare you the finer details, but it begins with a simple biological deterioration, muscle spasms, disorientation, a slight ringing in the ears, and, if left for too long, catastrophe. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical.
Critical role. Alright, I'd be happy to help.
You have my thanks. And fear not, your implicit trust is well placed and will be rewarded with any and all means at my disposal. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession. Primed for the moment the need arises.
Dude's an addict.
I hope I can count on you.
What is talking about in our items? I guess it would be this, isn't it? Yeah, dancing lights is shit anyway. Okay. But we're gonna go kill some goblins. So, we gotta move. Jump. We all here? We all here. In the club, we all found. I don't know why that just came to mind, but it did.
Let's be careful.
Okay. So that's off. Best part to give him is the amulet, the color spray you find with the harpies. Yeah, because that's item. That's a shit item. No one fucking needs that item at all. Okay. Don't put him in the spike growth.
Don't wear his voice out. We still need answers.
I don't want to help shoot. I think that burns it now. Will this hurt him if he goes there? Well, either way. I want him to be like right there. Oh, he's got something for distance. Hell yeah. Crit, that's huge.
Where do I go from here?
That was my spell. We'll heal him. Yeah. I guess he's gonna be acid poisoned either way, right? Let's move him out of there. That guy's close to death, but he might survive. I guess I'll start throwing some stuff up at her as well. I wish Mulligan was a bullywog now. Dude, bullywog is the race that upsets me the most that it's not in this game.
Got to move.
I would love to be able to play as a bullywog, dude. It'd be so funny. Actually, this is going to be the last fight we do before we take a rest. So I'm going to throw this out. And then we'll... yeah. Burn away with thy holy light. Don't you dare. What an idiot. Oh! That was so annoying. Like, why would he do that? I can't believe this. I'm actually kind of pissed. Because he disappears after the goblin is dead that summoned him. Yeah, I'm going for this guy up here.
Despite everything.
I'm so mad. These guys. I thorn whip these guys.
Let's get this over with.
By all means. Attack me. No, I'll thorn whip this guy back into here. Oh, what? Okay, guess that's not an option then. I was AFK, what happened? This dummy. I revived this dummy, or I gave him HP, and then instead of him using it like in a wise way, he elected to run into my thorns. Screw it. Let's have some fun with wild shapes. Let's try Badger out. And I can't walk through that yet either, so that sucks. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna leave the Badger there for now. Okay, Warg is gone and no longer a problem. I thought the one that summoned the Warg was the one up top. Oh well. Huh. Come on. Okay, the Gale's probably going down. Oh no, he's changed his mind. Oh, that one's the one that summoned it, I see. You idiot. I can burrow? That's cool. Yeah, let's end that concentration. The Key of the Ancients. What is that? Nature +1. Well, might as well wear it. What's happening? Get up there. Get up there. Dang, it sucks. I feel like we just lost a... There's like an item back here that normally you get from that guy, but because he died like a fool, we can't get it. That's fine. I will turn this off. Can he not push the button? I feel like he should be able to push the button. It seems he cannot. Can he attack the button? I guess not. Now he's gonna die. Run! Oh wait, he's immune. That's crazy. Oh well. We'll have to mage hand later. Just fly back up. Fly away.
These things have stayed interesting.
Okay, I think now it's probably a good time to rest up, if I'm being real. We could have saved almost everyone by knocking them out, but Halson died from the tiefling spell after he had knocked him out. Ah, that sucks. Downloaded the D&D Sigil VTT for it to tell me that it's not compatible with Chromebook. The Bullywog hammer in the guy's inventory. Please go get it for Padma. Okay, time to rest up. Whew.
A tingle runs through your head and down to your feet.
Ah, there it is. That shiver. Our little brainworms have made fast friends, it would seem. How do you feel?
Do we know when the Age of Umbra is airing? Yeah, I don't think they've announced it quite yet, but I would imagine they're going to probably give us like 2 or 3 weeks after the Sam miniseries ends, which is only 3 episodes long, so shouldn't be too big of a deal. Or too big of a wait, I meant. Nervous. I don't like the idea of that thing in my brain.
It's natural to suffer a touch of worry. But an Illithid worm should be causing more than mild anxiety. Before the Illithid's unscheduled surgery, I'd felled hundreds of beasts and a fair few fiends. The tadpoles weakened me, suppressed greater talents, but beyond that, I've showed no signs of turning. No nausea, no pain, not even a hot flash.
Something special about us, or at least about our tadpoles.
Indeed. Perhaps the worm's vat was poisoned. Perhaps we're uncommonly fit. Or perhaps the tadpoles are merely on holiday. We could conjecture all night. I suppose the why doesn't matter so much as the what next. And that answer is plain as the horns on a war devil's head. We get these things out. Let's get some rest. Dawn comes sooner than we think.
Someday soon the dawn will come. Why do I feel like I've never rested in this space before? Like, this looks different, and Astarion just has the best spot.
Do you mind? I was rather enjoying my view of the ceiling.
You seem more relaxed.
I am. I've been thinking, reflecting on what tomorrow might bring. When we find the druid, will he know how to bring the worm under control? Will this little adventure of ours be over?
Doesn't have to be. We can still travel together.
Good. I don't want you to run off just yet. You're quite the ally after all. Traversing Avernus, surviving the crash, surviving everything that's followed. I'm not easily impressed by people, but you're stronger than I gave you credit for.
True, I'm pretty impressive.
Aren't you just?
You feeling all right?
Oh, I was leagues away. I just need to get some air, clear my head. I'll see you later, I'm sure.
I just...
Sleep tight.
For the first time ever, I've never really taken that big of a look at Astarion, like just in conversation. You can see the bite marks on his neck. Like, it's just super obvious. Oh no, they're gonna fight. Please don't fight.
Galek. I remember who I was in Kresh Kalir. I was hungry to face my first Geich. My sword pined for their blood. Would that I were doing battle up there, among the tears.
Faerun isn't so bad. Give it a chance.
I see naught but cowards cowering in their groves and grottos. Flowering meadows and fecund soil have softened their minds and muscles. They rely on strangers' swords when they should be forging their own.
You're gonna need to explain that a bit more, Dream.
Next time you're able, look to the sky. Watch the moon cross it. The tears follow behind it. Rocky bodies tumbling through the sea of night. One of them is my Kresh. Kalir.
Or I'll get Yankee from the tears.
Your curiosity is to be commended. Githyanki are hatched in creches all throughout realm space. Kalir is one of many. It's there I first saw a Kithrak mount a red dragon. Where I slit my cousins' throats at the Vash's command. But enough of this. You are wasting your resting time. Come dawn, we resume our search for a creche.
Oh, you're talking about Mulligan, who we're gonna romance. I don't know. We were gonna try to romance the Emperor last time.
The leader of the pack comes to chat.
Didn't get that far.
What's on your mind? You must be pleased to have a clear path forward. The sooner we find the druid house in, the better.
I'll let you guys pick.
Can't wait to get rid of this thing in my head.
How you feeling?
The same. These parasites are proving suspiciously benign. But suppose I turn. What would you do?
Maybe I could leave you tied up while I hunted for a cure.
Really? I'd just kill you. Anyway, get some rest. Try not to dream about tying me up.
Okay. Jesus. Time to rest. We'll just do that. Might as well. There's a bat he's gonna go eat. Okay, before we head out, I'm gonna move some stuff into Move to camp. Let's say the one you died before could see you joining, so you can celebrate making it past Help's death. Do you mean Mithra or Minthara? You want me to romance Minthara? I'm pretty sure that's a very difficult romance to actually pull off, but I'd try it. Why did what sound sexual? The way she said or mentioned you or her getting tied up or something? Because it is sexual. How far can this thing fly? There we go. Now everything is safe for us to look around.
In it.
Trap. Be cautious.
I have finished honor mode.
The pride of the gate.
I finished it twice before I was streaming. We were trying to finish it, and then we got to the Get Yankee Crash on stream and died and had to restart. The rest noise with the simultaneous grunts. Well, you know, some people are just happy when they wake up. Come on, open. Damn. We've got more thieves' tools. There we go. Is that another critical success? Jesus.
Looking ahead.
Okay, cool. Nature snares there. I wanted that for myself. Okay, so we've looted most of this place. There is one more thing to loot before we go, so I'm gonna go check it out. Where's the step? Did I not get you? I did. I can't believe you, you stupid idiot. You walked into my own thing and I killed you, you dumb. Should have just left you out cold. Come on. What a shame. Let me down. There we go. Charred key. Okay. With that, we will fast travel to the roadside cliffs.
Yes, the Inquisitor with his stupid sword is insanely annoying.
Yeah, we died at the, I think there's the two wolves there. It was like the first fight in that place. It wasn't like the big fight. I just played it like dog shit, so I ended up dying. Normally, the thing, oh god damn it. The thing that I forgot to do in that fight was I forgot to arcane lock the door. Because then like a bunch of other Githyanki came in from behind. So I messed up pretty bad. But we need to speak with the dead, so we gotta go get the amulet. Because that was a good move. Whoever reminded me about the amulet was down here. We did go to the Underdark before going to the Githyanki, and we still got slaughtered. It was crazy. It was just, I played it like, I made a huge mistake. That's all it was. Like, it was genuinely just me making a mistake that cost us that run. Okay.
No rest for the wicked.
He's gonna go there. Will's gonna line up back here. Shadowheart's gonna go here.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Damn it. I'd rather not waste that yet. Go back and go to the end and to the right. There's a hidden chest. I think we already got that hidden chest, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. So here's the plan. Come on in, suckers. Whoops, I did not mean for that to happen. And then I'll just cast Shillelagh in case they get close. Open the door, Kronk. Oh, can you not pull the lever either? There we go. Wrong lever. You're almost dead. I'm gonna Hellish Rebuke you. See, now you've wasted it. You could have thrown that at him here. Would I rather Scorching? Ah, fuck it. We'll just do this. See what we can do with that. Very nice. Now we move out of the way.
Need to stay focused.
Gonna move her up.
Moving.
And we're gonna throw a spiritual weapon in here. She can move back to cover.
Battle favors the fearless.
Will's already on fire, doesn't matter.
I found my mark.
And cover. Just the best spell in the game. It's gonna kill me. Oh man. Die to spike growth. Honestly, they can just die on the spike growth as far as I'm concerned. We'll just end that turn. Actually, he can fly. He's gonna fly around here. My favorite Kronk moment is when he fought the Mighty Nine. God damn it, I love that joke. That's great.
Swiftly now.
Dang it. She's out of range. She's just out of range still.
Can't give up.
No holding back.
Okay, we'll just get rid of this guy. Damn. Okay, well, spike growth's gone. I literally can't get past them now. So, in that case, I'll just heal Will. These two can kill her. Beautiful. Excellent. Okay, how much did I miss? and the double team does it. Yeah, that fight did not go well. I was talking to Trent when it happened, so I didn't notice that. Wrong lever. When will you cheese that fight? Or will you cheese that fight you died at this time? Yes, I will lock the door. If you find out how to cheese the fight, tell me. Finding the Githyanki, always tough and annoying. But the most important thing is to always first-hand wave Gethleck if you meet her. Catholic. I don't know how I'm supposed to pronounce that name, but when I see them, I will hand wave. Whatever that means. Just a bunch of stuff that I'll come back and grab later when I'm off stream. Doing the meaningless stuff to speed up time. Oh, right, everyone's got to group back up. And then we'll rest. It's the guy that we crushed outside. He falls through the floor. It always makes me laugh. Is that everyone? We already searched all of them. Oh, wait. Yeah, we searched him too. Okay, with these tools. It's the Githyanki Queen. Got it. My favorite Gaz Tomo moment is when he pulls up a map and says that he knows it doesn't make sense Ludinus got to Nicolas Cage before the Bells Hells did. Gaz Tomo is one of my favorite NPCs. He's so awesome. It's why him meeting the Bells Hells was actually in my favorite moments of Critical Role Campaign 3. In that video.
This place wasn't built for the living.
Ain't no rest for the wicked. I will say, I have been, like, I miss, like, I enjoyed the cast that they picked for the Wildlings, but I do miss the overall just Critical Role cast. Like, I miss them dearly right now. Like, this is gonna sound funny. Liam should be playing in Sam's game, right? I feel like we can all agree on that. Like, Liam should be there. He's not, which is upsetting, but he should be.
Scribes. No sign of a struggle.
I mean, they are with us for 10 years. Yeah. I hope whatever they're doing right now, like, because none of them are playing at all, because these were all recorded ages ago. I hope they're making lots of money with their voice acting right now. But I miss them dearly. It's just so nice having the consistency of just every Thursday, well, every first 3 Thursdays of a month, you get the
Can't place the face.
the campaign to watch and enjoy. I hope they finalize the video game deal. So do I. A Critical Role video game would be awesome. That way they can voice act their characters, and it just, you know, it would be like, they talked about how the animated series was full circle, but they're also video game voice actors. So that would be like the truest definition of full circle. Them being able to make their own video game and then voice act in their own video game, which I think is badass and cool.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Huh. Do I just like not have any first level spells equipped or something other than like Cure Wounds and Thunderwave? Interesting.
Can't slow down.
Let's see, does the one with Breach? Does not. Then I will produce Flame.
What fools these mortals be.
Battle favors the fearless.
Dang, you can't reach that, seriously.
2 steps at a time.
What's the plan? Got to move.
You don't hurt my imp. Dang.
Sometimes the only way out is through. Breathe deep and move.
Tragic. Okay. Damn, that critted. That's actually crazy.
Witchy now. On my way.
We'll just start chip damaging these guys.
This is my time. Coming through.
Damn.
What should I do?
%, 60%.
Moving.
Could turn on dead and make 3 of them scared by the looks of it. Oh, it's just him? Well, that still works in the long run. Okay. Why would that have disadvantage? Bam.
I can't even catch my breath. Very well.
It's kind of the unfortunate truth about Druid this early. Not really all that much I can do.
The blade will not bend. Making my move.
Oh, he's over there. Holy. Okay, well, he can't do anything either.
Concentrate.
got to press on.
Damn it. Just silence. Awesome.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Another day, another fight.
Very nice.
Battle of wits. Don't get too close.
Are you shitting me? Okay, well, I could have just dashed, I guess, but whatever. I'm silly.
Finding my way.
I'm ready.
She can get up there. Attack. There we go. Silence is broke and it's dead.
They didn't want to surrender their valuables, even after death.
Okay. Now we can go back and well, once we get it from him, we can go back and talk to that corpse. Which I've never done, so I'm actually curious how that's gonna go.
Looks like someone wanted to bury their secrets.
This book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive log.
My C3, what does that say? Knock tier list in order. Is that supposed to be NPC? Okay. Gaztomo, Xandus, Keybreaker. Oh yeah. Nanamori. Nanamori is high up there for me as well. Lord Esteros, Ira, Windagoth, the merchant they got the portal from. Was that the one in Jushar? Chet's superfan who works for the Platinum Sanctuary. Or Arrow. The first Bormodo they saw, the Changebringer, the Archheart, the Knife Child, aka the Key. Oh Jesus. Xerxes' dead husband, Evandrin, and that one Robin Hood dude in the early episodes. Henry Crabgrass, S tier NPC. That's campaign 2 though, for sure. But he is definitely top tier all the way back then. I can't give my list out because then, you know, I don't have a video to make if I give my list out of my favorite NPCs, which I will be doing. Well, favorite NPCs from campaign 3.
Page comes with it. Magic pulses from the parchment. What was once script is now an obliterated scrawl. You have a sense these are names, a list. But of what?
Religion check. Oof. Yeah, didn't get it. We'll use an inspiration here. It's always fun to learn lore.
Gods. These are the names of gods, once lost but now restored after the Second Sundering. The last 3 names in this book sit close together, but are so devastated by the scroll as to be unreadable. Entire pantheons have dwindled and been reborn, silently recorded by this book.
I think the young woman that sold the bloody bib that had no idea about magic items, I'm pretty sure that's the same one that gave them
Never a dull moment.
what the, I'm mind blanking, the hole, the black hole. pretty sure it's the same character, which is a great NPC. Plane Rider Rin is also a good character. Technically introduced, or at least mentioned for the first time in Campaign 2, because they went to her hideout in Campaign 2, which is great. But by definition, they didn't meet her until much later. And it was separate characters who met her. Will you make a C3 favorite NPCs vid more closer to Campaign 4 or just after the Wildmount Wildlings? Basically whenever I get around to making it. I've actually decided I'm going to do like a series of stuff where I rank different like campaign stuff all together. So I might just do like one massive like NPC thing where I include like every single campaign for NPCs. But you know, campaign like favorite NPCs for Campaign 3 is definitely a video I can make.
And so thou standest before me, right as always. What a curious way to awaken. Now, I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life?
A peaceful undead. Why aren't you attacking me?
Because that would be senseless. Wilt thou answer my question?
God, his nose creeps me out so much. Yes,
so
ask away.
I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life?
In my experience, that depends on what the mortal looks like.
A life and how it is lived are different equations. Very well. I am satisfied. We have met, and I know thy face. We will see each other again at the proper time and place. Farewell.
Sounds good. If you excuse me. Thank you. Could have just pressed take all, but I don't like doing that. I like to just grab everything. Yeah, Plane Rider Rin is in the Tal'Dorei campaign book. Like the original one. Like that's crazy if she was introduced all the way back then. Matt is a genius at like storing characters away for when he needs them. He hints at them and then introduces them later. Interesting. I like the idea that he's always had like several villains throughout the campaigns where he's like, go back and I got the pendant. It's right here. It's going on Shadowheart.
What's next, I wonder?
I got the pendant before I even talked to why can't I think of his name again? Withers. Why am I walking? What's her? Oh god, we're not even close. Why bother looking?
Was a time I tussled with hill giants without breaking a sweat. Now, a mere werebear could swat me halfway to Earth.
Strange things are happening to us. Pressures in our minds may well impel our bodies.
We're coming through, squirrel, you jackass. Yeah. Guys, stop. You don't need to be doing this. You know, that's one thing I've never done. I've never stolen the idol. I'm sure it could be very interesting. Okay. The long-awaited Speak with Dead. Now, I feel like it's important to note we've done this in the past where we've used the amulet to do it and we got nothing out of it. So it's possible.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
So, what do we want to ask? Because there are some questions we can ask. And where did you get your tadpole? How many drow are there? Are out there? Who killed you? What happened to you? Who are you? I feel like we should start with who.
Ned Sierranis of the Absolute.
How did you get your tadpole?
The corpse remains silent. It doesn't understand the question.
Okay. Where did you start following the Absolute?
Moonrise Towers. Initiation.
Who, why, where is my picks? Okay. Were you abducted by mind flayers?
No.
Ah. Okay. So we'll ask what happened to you because I feel like we don't need to know how many there are, and I feel like the who was pretty obvious, right? It was Halson.
Scouting. Found druids.
The spell's power remains. You can ask no more questions.
Well, at least Gale got some XP off that. Well, anyway, that's cool. I've never had that interaction before. I've played this game a million times and I'm still getting new interactions. It's wild to me. Okay, I think with that, actually do have more gold now. We could probably buy some better armor or maybe some better weapons for people, but maybe we'll just hold off for now. Have I stolen Cogget's letter? Yes, I have. It's right there. We stole the letter last time, and then I forgot to go do it before I rescued Halson, so that mission actually got cut off in a weird way.
Have you wondered what people will say when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster?
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
I've always had a soft spot for the confident ones.
Yes?
They always disappoint though.
Okay. Goblin tracker, full gold.
These tracks. Goblins?
Yeah, the best part of making a new build and new character stuff is that you get like unique like conversations. Did you meet Raphael in the Grove? No, you can meet him in the Grove? Normally I meet him up there. I can't point to it, but like you can go up this way and meet him up
You
there.
should consider a new name.
I take it you have some suggestions?
The Wizard Wonder. Or how about the Master of the Weave?
Tempting. But I think we might already have the maximum number of theatrical
People up
titles.
ahead. Something's wrong.
I wanted to hear those titles and none of them were all that good.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
Oh, I did not know that.
I don't
You can
think
meet
she's
him near the
conscious.
Harpies.
Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
A strange symbol glows marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
his wounds look deep. I might be able to help.
He's hurt badly. An owlbear got him deep. If there's anything you can do...
I'm watching you. The injured man locks eyes with you. A familiar squirming churns in your head.
Hold his stare.
Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits. Yours to shepherd.
Protect them.
Siblings?
He's a true soul. Mind him. He will... He...
I thought this guy was a dwarf. How could they be siblings?
Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now. You're a true soul.
I guess they mean
Edwin,
brother in
our brother.
their cause.
He was chosen. Like you. Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
Perhaps you can help me. I'm looking for a Druid named Helsing.
I don't know any druids.
Why are you out here? The wilderness is dangerous.
We know that all too well, sir, but the Absolute sent us here.
We're looking for fugitives. Survivors from that ship that crashed farther west of here.
Explain the Absolute to me.
Are you testing us? The Absolute is our goddess. She's going to rip down the old world order, start a new one. Then we'll be the ones with the power. Well, you will firstly, true soul. You don't need me to explain that.
A true soul, like you, has been chosen by the Absolute. You speak with her voice, and when the time comes, the true souls, you will rule.
That fellow was infected like us. Is this the mark of a true soul?
Folk here came through again, Zodiac. I remember this conversation being more confrontational. Well, I think I chose it to be more confrontational. You need to find the beast and avenge your brother.
What?
It killed one of us. It killed Edwin. It's an enemy of the Absolute. You're right, sir. The beast must be destroyed.
The cave is just ahead. It was too much for us before, but if you could help us, true soul, we may stand a chance.
Yeah, last time we killed them, this time we're gonna use them.
Absolute.
Oh!
Same as that goblin's Saz.
Strange power resonates within the corpse.
We can use to speak with dead on him. Give me the tadpole.
Limbs move of their own accord. There's something of value, something your mind craves. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you.
Let your body guide you and welcome the tadpole's influence. Isn't what a baby. Like, there's a baby owlbear in there, sure, but there's also the mother.
All the more reason to rid ourselves of our own uninvited guests.
Why? How do I recast this spell?
What was the Blade of Frontier's toughest kill?
Ah, it was a great scrap. A hungry minotaur with a hankering for human flesh. An axe-bearing mountain of fur she was. Gave me a nasty scar.
I hope you don't mind if I don't ask to see it.
This is the only thing I'm not a big fan of on the consoles. I can't figure out how to recast this thing. My only options are to loot it. Oh, the Manticore scene in Campaign 2 all over again. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because I go over to here, and I can't do anything with it. And I don't see it anywhere else. I feel like we've had this problem in the past. Oh well, we have the amulet. We can just leave his body there and come back much later if we have to. Okay, for now, I am going to do this though. There are some animals that we want to talk to in a minute. I think we should also go get Karlak sooner than later. So those two are going to wait for us before we go in there, which is nice. Means we have 2 extra people for this fight. Okay, I hope they don't go in anytime soon, because that would suck.
Keep moving, stranger. Quietly.
What happened here?
I told you to go.
I understand your fear, but I promise I mean you no harm. There's no way we don't roll this. Come on! There's a chance we don't roll this. We didn't roll it. Have I beaten honor mode before? Yes, I have privately, just never like on stream, unfortunately. We're pretty deep in. We're 13 parts deep, but the reason we're at the beginning again is because we died.
There's death in your scent, but not in your words. Still, you should go. My friend is injured. He needs rest.
I don't think he's going to wake up.
Of course he will. And then we'll return home.
Come on, you can travel with me if you like.
No, I won't leave him.
If he doesn't wake up, follow my scent. I have a camp.
If it comes to that, I may. Thank you.
I wonder what the next move is.
It's so annoying to me that I can't recast. The Speak with Dead spell. Okay, whatever. We will figure it out later. We'll take all this stuff. Alright. This will be interesting. I don't think I've ever gone this way with Will before, so we'll be able to interact with Will and Karlach. Can you speak with dead and prove he's dead that way? If the speak with dead thing would work, yes.
Lost in thought.
Why? That's right.
But why?
God damn it, Shadowheart.
A great uncle's name, my father said. But I just figured he couldn't spell.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Okay. Hopefully I can defuse Will here.
One horn. The stink of Avernus. Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you.
You're the devil we've been hunting Karlach, right?
Bloody right. An honor to be chased by the Blade of Frontiers, but I...
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood, the Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
Evidence. Proof that you're a devil. A gladiator in the archdevil Zariel's army.
I can explain, but it's a whole situation. If you just hear me out...
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Her rage and desperation seep into you. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
She's trying to trick us. Don't believe her lies.
You saw the truth. I never wanted to serve Zariel. I was enlisted in her army against my will. Forced to fight, and fight I did. When I saw an opportunity to get away, I took it. Finally home. Or near it, anyway.
You served her. That's enough to damn you.
Be practical, she's infected, same as us, and powerful too. We could use her as an ally. Stand down, Will. You saw what I saw.
Will catches his breath and his lips straighten. Sheer dread twists his face.
You don't know what you're saying. You're asking me to trust a devil.
You saw her thoughts. She poses no threat to, no danger to the Sword Coast.
You know monsters,
Will
right?
approves.
Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce.
I'm Karlach, but you already knew that. And you are...
I'm Mulligan.
Well met, soldier. Nice to meet a friendly around here. It's been tough going so far. I may not be a devil, but I can put the Blade's reputation to work. How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? Little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good. Really good. It turns out I've got a knack for killing demons. That made me a valuable asset. Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me as her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. But devils don't like to lose their assets. Zariel liked it so little. She sent a bunch of goons, so-called paladins of Tyr, to take me back. Problem is, I'm not going.
Let's send them back where they came from.
Fuck yes! They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Then we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
She's, perhaps a little rough around the edges. But I suppose I can be smooth enough for two.
Sounds like a great plan.
I'd hug you if it wouldn't scorch your skin off. No room in your party. What should I do?
True, meet me at camp.
All right. I'll catch up with you later. But don't get to any of the fun stuff without me. Got it?
Okay.
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too poorly.
What's that supposed to mean? Lay it out plainly.
It means that a reckoning's coming. And I'll be the one to pay up.
You sound like a man with the 9 hells at his heels.
You're closer than you know. One night soon, when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance.
Intriguing. A chance to see the blade squirm, perhaps. Penance, should I be worried?
You're not in any danger, I promise. I can't say the same about me.
Calm down, Mace will do. You know, that's pretty funny. Okay, what do we got here? Ice arrow. Alchemist fire, just take everything straight. Okay. So with that, we've now collected a few things. We're not going to mess with these guys because they're pretty dangerous. I probably should go get the teleporter though. That way we can just speed this shit up later. Just makes more sense to get it now than to hold off for later. Ooh, hello. My last run, I'm still on waiting to figure out more before going on. About to face Ketheric, or however you spell it. I think that's close. Close enough to where I didn't have any issues reading it. Ding dong ding.
Bodies
Okay,
everywhere.
we've got the thing.
Accident or sabotage?
Just gonna grab a few of these because they help make potions of speed, which are great. Speaking of potion making, I should probably extract everything. Yeah, see, we can make some beautiful potions of speed. Looks like we can only make one. I'm going to. And here it is, folks. The reason I wanted to play Druid so badly. What do I have to do? I think a cat will fit down there. We'll try cat. It might not fit, but who knows. Bam! See this? Now I'm a kitty cat.
Trap. Be cautious.
Got pretty good perception as a cat. Holy. This reminds me of in this is gonna be a shout. if you've played the first Dragon Age game, there's a section where you go into the I think it's called the Veil. And you get like the form shape of like a bunch of different stuff. And this just reminds me of that for some reason. You only get those power-ups temporarily though, which sucks. Empty chest. There's some more stuff that we can grab later. Or I can grab it now. I would effectively be wasting this. Screw it. Too far, huh?
There's a pressure plate in the chair, but I'm missing something.
Kaboom.
Be cautious. Trap. Be cautious.
Okay. Getting some good stuff pretty early. Money. Money. Okay. I did see a +1 great axe, which would be good for Karlach early. We got some money over here. It's only 2 gold. They make it look like it's a much bigger deal than that. Padded armor. Traveler's chest. Okay. God dang it. Oh, I did not mean to become a bear. God damn it.
Better than nothing.
No. Use the burrow hole. Okay. This is awesome to me. Just being a cat. Follow me. Mike Hunt was another top 3. That's, bro. That was one of the funniest like things that happened like that early in the campaign. It was just so obviously not intended that way. And as a DM, when you write something down, you're like, that's not bad. That's good. That'll be fine. My players can't find anything to poke holes in there. And then you say it out loud for the first time and you go, well, I made a mistake. But I actually got my aunt to watch the Vox Machina animated show. And what was funny about that was she heard the name Pervon and was confused by the name Pervon. And I said, well, like the reason they find it funny is because it sounds like the word perv and on, right? Like Pervon. And she laughed about it. And I said, well, in Campaign 3, there's actually a better one. And she's like, okay, what's that? And I said, well, say Mike and Hunt really fast. She did it, and she said it exactly how you'd think she'd say it. And she just died laughing. It was so funny. It was so funny. Gosh dang it. Okay, we have a bunch of stuff that we can like sell and divvy up to other people here so I don't get like over encumbered. That can go to Karlak. Honestly, these can all go to Gale. That's gonna go to Shadowheart. Everything else is basically gonna get sold here, so I'm not gonna worry about divvying it up too much. Okay. All right, I'm still a cat. I'm trying to remember now if there's any like names like that in Campaign 2 that like really flustered Matt. There's just something so funny to me about walking around as a cat. All right. Fish. Of course, the cat found the fish. Okay. David, yeah. You know, it is just one of those things that happens as a DM. You say something or you think of something and you don't think it all the way through. And then your friends pick up on it before you do. I did not realize there was stuff in there that you could pick up. That's crazy.
An empty mind flare vessel. If its occupant survived, then nowhere to be seen.
That's where Karlak landed. Okay. What do our spells look like?
The pride of the gate.
He's full.
Your desire.
Pretty damn close. She's pretty damn close as well. Honestly, I think we might be able to go mess up those harpies. Can I do a conversation as a cat? Nope.
Karlak and Will seem to have put their differences aside. I thought it was going to come to blows for a moment.
Oh! I get to keep my form. Did I waste the wild shape? No. Okay. I'm gonna have to leave it as is, or I'm gonna have to leave it anyway, but I still think that's cool.
The gate is a long one. Who knows how long it'll take these folks to get there on foot.
I'm a cat.
If they make it.
Come on. This is so fun to me. I don't know why. I just enjoy it too much.
For me to be troubled. We can't save them all.
My faith will guide me.
I meant to be Will. I don't know why I went that far down.
Well met. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long.
Sell. You know what? Oh, we can't multi-select. That's annoying. So okay, that can be sold. Those can go. These can go. Basically everything can go. All right. Much cleaner inventory now. Oh, wait.
I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day.
What items would be good for us? Can't use that. I can use that. Can't be used while shape-shifting. +1 in nature. That's kind of cool. How much is it? 300? We'll buy it. That's better armor for us. Does what does Will wear? Padded. He can't wear that, but he can wear the padded armor. Is this better? He can't even wear it. Okay. What about Gale can't wear armor? She can wear medium. Can she wear heavy? She can't. Not unless we change her to War Cleric like we honestly should. How much was this? It's 500. It's a bit out of the price range. Okay. I think for now we're probably good on that front. We're gonna buy that for Will. Okay. So now Will can get this. Mulligan can wear that.
Never a dull moment.
Oh. Crap. Now he can wear that. Much better. Okay. The question now becomes, do we go to the camp first and talk to Withers and respec Shadowheart before it's too late, or do we go for the fight? Honestly, it's safer to go to the camp now. Yeah, shut up.
We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
My Sierra cast moments tier list in order of GOAT. Let chaos reign. Oh my god. Shiver and Queef is insane. Robbie accidentally asking a question about Sam's cancer in the wrap up. Yeah, that was funny. What kind of services do you offer?
A mending of the threads between life and death. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more.
You mentioned the cost.
A matter of coin.
All of the C3 wildfires live one shot. I meant, yeah, the mat dancing meme. It's hilarious. Okay, can you help me change my class? Oh wait, is this my class? Crap, I did not mean for it to... Yeah, no, we don't want to do that. I don't think it costs us anything either, so we're good. I want to do it as...
There's no time to waste.
Shadowheart. I thought it would let me pick.
I shall be here in thy camp, as thou did.
Okay, cleric. Yeah, I think those are all better than anything else that she can get her hands on. Trickery, life. I think... Did they add new ones? I feel like they might have added new ones, but... I'm not too sure. We definitely want her to be a war domain. I think we're good with all of these. Yeah, you just get those spells, which is nice. Don't have to worry about keeping anything correctly or not. Don't think we need Sanctuary. Hold person. And of course green mat, yes. I think that's what I'm talking about. The dancing meme where he's green. We'll just go with command, why not? Okay. There we go. And now...
Defender of the people.
He looks awesome. Okay.
These things have stayed interesting.
So we've changed up their classes. How far are we from level 4? Yeah, we're pretty far. So, whoops. Okay. I think what actually... Oh.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning. What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps. The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that, love, was that. They do know how to write them in Cormier, don't they? Well met. I am Raphael, very much at your service.
Am I talking to the mouse or the cat?
Neither. The fox, rather. Hiding, in a word. A silent observer, about to break the silence. Of course, what I have to say merits some privacy, as well as some more, let's call it, refinement. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come.
The House of Hope.
There, middle of somewhere.
Nice decor.
The house of hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last.
Ignore him and fill your plate.
Not easily rattled, I see. Good. Makes the next part that much more straightforward. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain.
I don't care what you are, I care what you want.
Oh, a mere trifle. How dear is one's soul, really? A rhetorical question, of course, but let me venture an answer. It's worth very little with a tadpole in your head. One skull, 2 tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all like that.
The voice acting in this game is insanely good. You're mad if you think I'll make a deal with the devil.
And what is madness but a denial of reality? Still, I have a feeling you'll change your mind before it's changed for you. Try to cure yourself. Shop around. Beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease.
I'll have the last laugh in the end.
I've always wondered what a laughing mind flayer sounds like. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
All right. Okay. So with that, I didn't realize that was going to happen right there. That's actually kind of interesting. I didn't know he was something that would appear that early. However, we've been going for nearly 3.5 hours now. We're like 6 minutes shy of 3.5 hours. I think now is a good time to sort of put the brakes on it, call it a stream, and I'll see you guys next weekend. Obviously, I'll have 2 videos come out in the next week. There's going to be one on Tuesday and the recap of episode 2 of the Wildmount Wildlings on Friday. So with that, I will see you guys then. And then for those of us who continue watching the streams, I'll see you guys on Sunday again. So I'll see you guys then. Peace.